Valentine's Day is right around the corner, and it's the time of the year when marriage proposals are abundant, when love fills the air, and when the flower and candy industries, well, they get paid. It's also the time of the year in which relationships, good or bad, are highlighted. It's a boon for those who are enjoying a new love or a solid relationship, but a bust, right, for those couples or former couples going through a separation or a messy breakup. In fact, Sybil, we've seen quite a bit of this recently with the high-profile coverage of breakups involving the likes of Halle Berry, you got NBA star Tony Parker, and a certain radio show host of another show, Tom, right? Yeah, I know, Sybil. I'm going to leave that alone. Because the truth is, Tom, that unfortunately, things, well, they do fall apart sometimes. And, I've often wondered why they do. I wonder how the fairy tale can just turn like that into the nightmare. I mean, especially given the fact that when relationships are exciting and new, you got two people where they're so in love that you can't even begin to imagine them apart. Well, I was doing some research the other day, and I found that there's actually some science behind it. Yep, Jay, there really is. See, part of the initial stage of love, or what we refer to as new love, is heavily influenced by a chemical reaction where the body begins to produce a feel-good adrenaline-like chemical that it literally fills the brain with feelings of euphoria and has its unwitting subjects, floating on air. In this early stage, love, as they say, is blind. And this is why it's blind, because of this. And many feel as though their partners, they could do no wrong. These euphoric feelings, they're believed to last anywhere from 3 months to 2 years. But of course, as all good things, they must come to an end. And so this chemical reaction, it certainly runs its course, bringing us to the next stage, right? That's the staying in love stage. Now, this is where you may start feeling yourself, telling yourself that the thrill is gone. Here's when you start to see the specific pitfalls and the challenges that lead far too many couples, especially those in Hollywood, to divorce court. But, relationships, they don't have to end here. Once the newness wears off, we enter into the most critical phase of relationship, because it's the time when two participants now have to see each other for their true nature without the blinders on. And what many couples don't realize is that this new stage provides an opportunity. Yes, I said an opportunity. It's an opportunity for something that's even more special, that's lasting. That's if both individuals choose to look at it this way. Now, in fact, Sybil, what this research shows is that at this point in the relationship, couples begin to produce endorphins, morphine-like opiates that have a calming and a reassuring effect on us, in contrast to that new love adrenaline that made us fly so high. So you see, the longer the couples stay together, the more life experiences they have, the endorphins increase, and chemically, they become much closer and more likely to stay together. So let me just take a minute. I want to give you 3 quick tips that may help you ride out those bumpy times in the relationship. First, remember that love is a verb. Now, too often we treat love like it's a noun, a feeling, or a one-time event. But in actuality, it's a verb. To love requires action. Actually demonstrating that each and every day the type of behavior that shows your significant other that you are actively loving him or her. Second, think big picture. Now, some people think that they are always right and they want to win every single argument and every single debate. But even if you're right regarding some particular situation, how much does it really matter over the entire span of your relationship? Remember, breathe and think about your relationship in terms of the long term. As they say, don't sweat the small stuff. And finally, now I've said this before, but it bears repeating. Take time for each other. For those of you with children, plan a regular date day or a date night. For all couples, plan to get away from the stresses of everyday life. Got to remember why you fell in love in the first place. Sometimes there's so much clutter in our everyday lives that we can't see ourselves, let alone each other, for who we really are. I'm going to leave you all, and I'm happy to say that you all now includes the Big Apple. Hello, New York. Yes. Now, I'm going to leave you with the optimistic and poignant words of the incomparable songstress, Regina Belle. When it's all tired and worn and the newness all wears off, we'll still be lovers, long after the love has lost its shine. Happy Valentine's Day, guys, and I love New York. Until next time, this is Stephanie, in love and hope. Yep, happy Valentine's Day. Yep, I'll talk to you guys soon. Take good care. Alrighty, bye-bye.